Good morning, everybody. My name is Wendy, and I'm going to be your trainer for today. Welcome to the ESP Websites Basic webinar. This webinar is going to be presented in 4 sections: brand it, own it, retail it, and use it. I do want to say that this call will be monitored for quality assurance and purposes. And if you look at the bottom of your GoToWebinar taskbar, you will see a Questions tab. This box is going to be used for any questions. The class will be muted to drown out any background noise, so if you do have a question, please use the box and I'll try to get to all questions. Any questions that I'm not able to get to, I will send out an email at the end of the webinar. Let's go ahead and begin. After purchasing an ESP website, you'll need to start in the ESP Websites admin before anything else. So let's log in by opening up a browser and going to searchesp.com. You're going to use your ESP account to log in, and then you're going to click on the ESP Websites Admin tab. Here you're going to see all of the available sites you've purchased, and we're going to go ahead and click on Edit Site on the site that we were looking to customize. Right away, we're brought into the Templates and Colors section, which is exactly where we need to be. There's many template options to choose from, and we can narrow the selection of templates using these options. We can narrow it by logo size, traditional or large, template type, all templates, or industry. Say you want to do something more in real estate or education, or you can even go ahead and you can filter by layout feature. You can include templates that have videos, social feed, Google Maps, and left navigation. In addition, hovering over a color will show you what that template looks like in that color. Let's go ahead and choose a template. And then we're going to choose a color. This is the first step in branding your site, so the color scheme should be consistent with your company. For example, if your company colors are red and white, you can hover over the red swatch and you can preview the template in that color. That looks pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and choose this one. Once you go ahead and choose your template and your color, you're going to hit Save down at the bottom. We are going to see a notification that changing the template will reset to system default and need to be reapplied. You're going to go ahead and click on Yes. And then a confirmation is going to come up that is going to ask you whether or not you would like to publish your site. We're not ready to publish it yet, so we're going to go ahead and say Not Now. The look and feel is only the part of the branding our site, though. We'll also need to upload our company logo to the site. To do this, we're going to come back up here to Edit Website Design, and we're going to click on My Site Logo. If you have previously uploaded a logo, it's going to be here in the Media Manager when you click on Browse. All of these are the available logos that you have uploaded. If it's not here, you can just click on the Upload File button, and you can use the Browse button to navigate and go ahead and choose that template, that logo. Go ahead and select the logo that you're going to use, and you're going to click on Select File. It is going to show you the logo preview over here to the right, and you can just go ahead and click on Save. Now, if you don't have a logo, you can simply just add your company name here, and it will show up in the section where the logo will normally be. Once you have your logo, click on Save. Also in this section, there's an option for a favorite icon. A favorite icon is a tiny little image that is shown on the browser tab. If you look up here on the top of my tab, you're going to see my little E. That's my favorite icon. It's about 35 pixels by 35 pixels, so it's very tiny, but it is a part of the complete branding package. If you would like to upload an image, use the same process as we did when we uploaded the logo. Once you're done that, you're going to go ahead and again click Save. Okay, after we've finished branding our site, we're ready to truly own it. ESP Websites provides us with numerous settings so we can select how information is shown as well as what information is shown. Let's own our site by using the settings. Over here on the left, you're going to click on Website Settings. In this area, we have control over the site. Let's review the site summary and the info options. Here you're going to see an overview of the site information, as well as the Reset Site button. At any time, you can reset the site back to the basics, but please keep in mind that any custom work you've done will be removed as well. One moment, as I do believe that we're getting some questions. Okay, so I apologize. I thought we were getting a question, but we actually are not. Okay, so moving forward, the Site Info section enables us to change the site title, which is the title seen on the browser search results, as well as the browser tab. You can also set an email for the site, as well as choose to display the site owner's name and title. You can choose whether or not to show this in our information by using the little checkbox. Once you've set up your site in this section, you can click on the Save button. Moving down to the Enter Your Company Info section, you can enter the main contact information for the site, including the company name, the physical address, the phone number, the fax number, and the email address. Again, you can choose whether or not to display any of this information on the site using the Display on My Site checkboxes. When you're finished, go ahead and click on the Save Address button. Once you review the site summary and configure the information on our site, let's choose how the information is presented. You're going to go ahead and click on the Display Options in the Website Settings area. In this area, there are a wide variety of options which we can select for our site. The first section is the market. We're located in the USA, so we want to show only products that can be shipped to the USA. Think about it. We don't want our customer to find a product on our site, love it, and then find out it can't be shipped to them. The market is defaulted to the country in which our company is located, so even if we hadn't come into this section, USA is selected for us. The next section are the display options and the content control. This area enables us to really own our site by selecting what information is shown, how it's sorted, and from which suppliers. You can check the information you would like to include on the site, as well as uncheck the options we do not wish to show. For example, if we wanted search results on our site to be sorted by new products first, we would use the default sort dropdown and select new product. In addition, we only want to work with suppliers who are 4-star suppliers and up. So we'll click that option. Once we're done configuring the display options, we'll go ahead and click on the Save button. In addition to controlling the content, we also have the option to exclude specific types of products or even the suppliers from being displayed on our site by using exclusion lists. An exclusion list is essentially a group of products that we do not want to include on our site. Exclusion lists are set up in the Global Features section and are available for use on all sites. This is where you would go, but to learn more about how to create exclusion lists, please visit the ASI Knowledge Base or sign up for our Advanced Websites training session. We're going to go ahead back to the website admin and back into the Edit Site. Once an exclusion list is available, we can apply it to our site using the Exclusions option here in the website settings. We can apply the list by selecting them from the option, using the arrow, putting it into selected lists, and then clicking on Save. We also have the option for category and supplier control to exclude an entire category of products or a specific supplier. As we exclude options for our site, we'll click on the Save button in each section. So say you make all of your own almanacs and you don't want to sell almanacs on your site by other suppliers. You can simply click on almanacs, move it over into the right, and click on Save. And then supplier control. If you have a certain supplier that you do not want to work with, you're simply going to enter that supplier name or ASI number here, and it will add that into the excluded list, and that supplier's products will not show on the site. Now that we have set the information, display options, and controlled the content of our site, let's complete our ownership by customizing our domain name. When we purchase an ESP website, ASI provided us with a customizable SSL-protected URL. SSL stands for Secure Sockets Layer, which is a standard security protocol which encrypts links between the web server and the browser. While this sounds like a very complex text speed, all it means is that we have a secure website address on the internet that we can personalize. The SSL component ensures that sensitive information, such as orders placed through the site, are jumbled and unreadable to everyone except for you. This is why some addresses show as HTTP while others show as HTTPS. The HTTPS sites have an SSL certificate and an added level of security. To edit the provided site domain, we can click on the Edit link. Then you can type a new domain in the box. Keep in mind that the link will always end in .espwebsite.com. When you're finished, we can click on the Save button, and you'll see your new domain name here. You'll also get a green success up in the top right that the domain updated successfully. Now, if you had a custom domain name, such as abcpromotions.com, hosted by another provider such as GoDaddy or Network Solution, you can redirect that domain to our ESP website. What you would do is you would go ahead and click on Add Custom Domain. You would go ahead and put that domain name here. And then whoever you purchased that domain name from, you would have to contact them and you would have them update the A record to the IP address for your website, which is listed here. You would then go ahead and click on Add. At this point, we've branded our site as well as controlled the content and site information to make it ours. Now it's time to make our site retail ready. Let's go into the e-commerce section to control the pricing and the ordering process for our site. There are 4 sections in the e-commerce section: currency and pricing display, price adjustments and fees, payment methods, and checkout and order management. In the currency and pricing display, we can go ahead and use this drop-down to select the currency for our site, as well as use an exchange rate if necessary. In addition, we can choose to select pricing codes, hide products without confirmed pricing, and we can choose 2 or 3 decimal places. The Change Price Label section enables us to customize the price grid label if we have adjusted the pricing. This section will be grayed out if no adjustments have been made. For example, if it's our company's 5th anniversary and we wanted to celebrate by giving our customers 5% off all products, we would do this by going into the Price Adjustments and Fees section. Then in the Adjust Product Pricing section, we'll select Subtract, and then type 5 in the percentage box. Then we'll click Save. Now, if we return to the currency and pricing display, the Change Price Grid Label is now available to us. Let's make the price read Promo Price. And keep this box as savings. We're going to go ahead and click on the Save button. Let's go back into the Price Adjustments and Fees section. In this area, in addition to adjusting the pricing on our site, we can include a flat charge such as a stand-up setup charge. We can also choose whether or not to allow orders with less than minimum and apply a charge, either a fixed amount or percentage for orders that are below the supplier-provided minimum quantity. In addition, if we have chosen to allow, you can go ahead and display a warning text and customize that text. Another option in this section is if we would like to include markups. What this section does is enable us to add our own markup to supplier-provided charges. For example, if a supplier provided information about a battery charge, we could choose to increase or discount the supplier-provided charge by a percentage or a fixed amount. As always, once we've done configuring this area, we'll need to click on the Save button. Now let's move on to the payment methods section. In this area, we can control how our customers provide payment information to us, as well as what types of payments we accept. Keep in mind, we do not have to accept payments on our site, but we can if we want to. The first step to accepting credit card payments is having a credit card processing company. Right now, our system currently works with Promo Payment, PayPal, and Authorize.net. After selecting our payment processor, we can choose to accept credit cards, electronic payments, PayPal, or invoice the customer. We can select one or multiple options to accept, as well as choose the deposit level. In addition, we can select which credit cards our payment processor will accept, and then we can enter our account information for that payment processor. Once we've configured this section, we're going to go ahead and click on Save. Last but certainly not least, we want to configure the checkout and order management options. This section enables us to set the options for when our customers are ordering, as well as who receives the order notifications. In the order display options, we can choose to show the purchase order number, the date needed, and additional comments, as well as customize their fields. These fields will be displayed when customers check out on our site. Let's change purchase order number to order number and update date needed to in-hand date. You can also choose whether or not to require this field. In the other charge options, we can select to include an additional charge for shipping using a fixed amount or a percentage. We can also choose to collect sales tax on our site using the sales tax settings in our ESP orders, or you can simply choose to not charge sales tax on your site. Okay, if we had coupons set up or we would like to accept company points, we would check the appropriate box. Coupons can be created in the Global Features section, the same place where the exclusion list was. Company points can be established here by checking the Accept Company Points and then enter a currency name, a currency symbol, and a point exchange rate. The exchange rate will determine how many points equal $1. Moving down, in the next sections, we can set defaults for which user in our company will be assigned to new accounts created on the site. This means that when visitors create an account, their information will automatically be entered into our CRM records. Each CRM record needs an owner, which is an ESP user within our company. We can use the drop-down to determine the owner. In the order control options, we can select an owner for orders placed on our site. Then you're able to choose the visibility. This is a neat little feature because it enables us to select which users in our company can access the user's account or orders created on the site. There's 4 options. Everyone. This option will allow everyone in the company to be able to view the account or the orders. Only the record owner. With this option, only the user selected in the drop-down will have access to the user record in CRM or ESP orders. Select a team. If we had a team, meaning a select group of users in our company, set up, we can enable this information to be available just to that team. and select individual people. If we didn't have a team set up, we could use this option to choose specific users who would be able to access this information. After determining the owners and the visibility levels for new accounts and orders, we can customize the content of the text displayed throughout the checkout process. For example, we can use these boxes to personalize the information on the thank you page when an order is submitted on the site, as well as customize the emails which are sent after these actions using these boxes. There are also 3 disclaimers which we can choose to have displayed or not. The first is located in the Product Option Assistant, which is the feature that enables customers to configure the products in their shopping cart. The next disclaimer is in the checkout cart and will be displayed when the customer is entering their order details such as credit card information. And the final option in this, the final disclaimer is also in the checkout or the cart, but it is included in the confirmation email as well. The confirmation email is sent after a customer places an order on the site. The final option in this section is the Artworks options. We're able to select if we want visitors to be able to upload their own artwork or select from approved artwork that we have designated on the site. Once we're finished customizing this section, let's go ahead and click on Save. And my fixed amount didn't register there. Let's go ahead and try that again. And now let's go ahead up to Make Changes Live. This is going to publish all of the changes we have made. Congratulations, your changes have been successfully published. It can take up to 10 minutes before they're visible on the site. We now have a branded, configured retail site that's just waiting for our customers to place their orders. So let's use it. Let's go to our site and order a product. So remember, we have our domain, our wendy-webinar.espwebsite.com. Let's go ahead and in the search bar, type in mug and click on the search. You can use the filters on the left-hand side to go ahead and filter down. Let's say I want to choose mugs and steins. And I also want to filter by price. I want mugs from $3 to $5. This one looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and click into it. And I'm going to go ahead and add it to the shopping cart. Go ahead and put your quantity, how many you want. Now, if it did have a minimum quantity, you would get, let's see, I'll show you. Okay, attention, you've ordered a quantity that is less than minimum. And remember, we were able to edit that text in the website's admin, and we are also able to say whether or not we're going to allow that or not. We did not allow that, so we're going to go ahead and put in 100 and click on Continue. Your customer then has the choice to enter their decoration information. The imprint method, which depending on the product could automatically fill in, the imprint location, the logo color, and then any decoration instructions. You can then go to Checkout. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and see these fields that we did go ahead and customize in the back end. The order number, which is required because we did choose to require that field. The in-hands date, we did not require, but it is here for them to choose. And then additional comments, which we also did not require. Then you can go ahead and click on Continue. You would then go ahead and put in your shipping address and continue. Now, if we had set up payment for our site, which we did not, it would then take them to where they could go ahead and process their credit card information. Once they go ahead and hit submit, that order is going to be emailed to the email address that we did select in confirmation details. And then after the order is placed, the thank you page will display and the thank you email will be automatically sent to the customer. And again, as the administrator, besides the email that the order will be sent to, that order will also be placed in our ESP orders system. If you're interested in learning more about customizing your ESP website, please look into taking another webinar. I'm going to go ahead up to this question mark up here. And this is our ASI knowledge base. ESP websites and company stores training. We offer one on the more advanced customization features of ESP websites, one for custom products, and one for company stores as well. We do have them in webinar form, and we also have our on-demand videos. This concludes our webinar for today. I would like to thank you for your time and your attention, and I also am going to stay on the line for a few moments for any questions. Please remember to use the question box at the bottom of your GoToMeeting taskbar. Thank you for your time and attention, and we encourage you to really take hold of your ESP website and brand it, own it, and retail it so that your customers can use it.